Hey everybody, it's Lance with Love to Hate, back again with another video in our mini-series of videos of my time at BGG Con Dallas 2021. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys the game Vivid Memories. This is from Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert. The art is done by Andrew Bosley, and this comes from Floodgate Games. It's for 1 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 13 and up. Vivid Memories is an abstract strategy game about creating neural connections in your brain to help remember important childhood memories. If that sounds a little esoteric, don't worry, this is an abstract strategy game and the theme only loosely plays a role in the gameplay. How this game works is that there are 3 rounds, and each round a number of moment tiles are placed in a line, and on each tile holds a number of fragment tokens of different colors. You can think of these fragment tokens as like the different colored tiles in Azul or Dice in Sagrada, if you're familiar with either of those games. When you draft your fragment tokens, you have to draw from either end of the line of tiles, and you either take 1 token, 2 of the same colored tokens, or 3 that are all different colors. You then place the token or tokens that you've drafted onto any one hex on your player board, which represents your brain. And if you look closely, the artwork will show you that around the edges that it is a brain. You place them all in the same hex, like I mentioned, but later on in the game, you'll be able to take actions to move those tokens to other hexes, creating routes from one edge of your board to another edge. This is how you score points, which we'll come back to here in just a second. If you end up taking the last token on a moment tile, then you gain the moment tile, which will give you a special action that you can take to shake up your fragments in your brain. And it'll also give you a chance to score bonus points if you match a certain arrangement of fragments and hexes on your board. After all the drafting takes place, then players simultaneously take up to 4 actions. Each player has the same basic 4 actions, but those actions can be replaced with the special actions that you might have gotten from any of the moment tiles that you were able to gain during the drafting part of the game. The basic actions will let you combine any 2 fragments in the same hex to make any one of a different color, or you can take one at random from the bag, or you can move 1 token from one hex to an adjacent hex, and then lastly, you could swap 2 fragments that are adjacent to each other. Essentially, what you're trying to do is to make special arrangements of fragments and hexes that match the scoring requirement on the moment tiles that you've gained. You're also trying to make connection routes on your brain, and the way those work are that you have to make them in a certain color that matches where the 2 ends of your route meet the edge of your board, as there are special sections for each different color, and so you're trying to make a route of that color. You're also trying to complete routes in specific areas of your board where there are clusters. If you'll look closely on the player boards there, you can see that there are groups of 3, groups of 2, and then singles all around the edges of the board. Those are clusters. Depending on how big of a cluster you complete, you will get extra bonus points at the end of each round. In the last round, players are going to reveal their secret aspirations, which will award them bonus points for tokens and moment tiles that match their special color. As you can see throughout this video, my board, which is closest to the bottom of the screen, my special color was blue, and that's why you see mostly blue on my board. Whoever has the most points after 3 rounds is going to be the winner in this game. Some of the things I like about this game: it's a unique combination of drafting and network building. I haven't really ever seen that combination of mechanics in a game before. If you're able to think of another game out there that has those 2 types of mechanics, please let me know in the comments down below. I couldn't think of any, as network building is not something that's all too common in board games, and to have it combined with the drafting is pretty unique. This theme is also extremely interesting. While this is an abstract strategy game and the theme isn't a huge deal with this game, it is a unique idea. I do enjoy it, and the artwork really helps bring out the theme with the moment tiles, with the way your player board looks. It's all really unique and well done. And on that note, this is a well-produced game. It looks beautiful on the table. I like the bright colors. I like the artwork, as I've mentioned, and everything is well done. This is a crunchier version of Azul or Calico. It's way thinkier than what you would experience with those games. And so if you're looking for a thinkier game, this is right up your alley. Some of the things that I wasn't too pleased with this game, it is probably heavier than what's to be expected for a family game, and everything about this game looks like family game written all over it. However, you get into it and you quickly realize that this is not a family game. As I mentioned, it is ages 13 and up, and so it's definitely not going to be one that you would play with your younger kids. The rules aren't super intuitive. The abstract nature of this game doesn't always flow with the theme, and it makes understanding the game a difficult process at times. You're not really quite sure exactly how to go about your turn, and you're going to have to go through the rules quite a bit your first couple of playthroughs. The last thing that I wasn't too happy with this game is that the game feels short. It's only 3 rounds long, and while there is some AP that could happen on players' turns and just figuring out which tiles they should draft from, it does feel short altogether. It doesn't feel like you're given enough time to build your networks or your clusters. If there would have been a 4th round, I think that would have been appreciated and would have felt more satisfying to the players. Overall, this is a beautiful game with unique theme and blend of mechanics that I don't remember seeing in any other game. It's a heavier Azul or Calico, like I mentioned, and it will create more AP than any of those other types of games. I wouldn't recommend this over Azul, Sagrada, or Calico or other drafting-like games, especially if you're playing with new or non-gamers, as it's not straightforward in understanding how to get points or how the turn works. But if you are playing with gamers, heavier gamers, I might bring this out. I give it a 7.2 on a scale of 1 to 10, as the beauty of this game is its uniqueness. It's a highly unique game. It's one that I don't feel like is done in any other kind of production, and I feel that that deserves a few plays in and of itself. Overall, 7.2, and that is Vivid Memories from Floodgate Games. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell button to be notified of all of our new content. I'm Lance, and this has been Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.